Sometimes the law...
The Abyss Order. Enemies of the human race. Even the underground networks rarely come across any information on them. With that said, it was a bit of a hassle, but I managed to dig up a few clues.
Really? That quickly? You really are well connected, Master Diluc.
Come to think of it, Mr. Big Animo God Barbados, why exactly do you need the help of mere humans?
How do I put it? The Seven, as people now know them, were once known as the Seven Archons. Each Archon presides over their own part of Teyvat. That is the role the Archons play. Only in performing this duty can we attain power. But I don't like the idea of ruling Mondstadt, and I don't feel Mondstadt would really like it either.
Go forth and establish a city of freedom without rule. We have not forgotten Barbados's wish for Mondstadt.
Jean, you're such a devotee. Maybe someone got a little too free and is just too lazy to care.
However it may have come to be, I haven't been back to Mondstadt for an extended period of time. Without a doubt, I am now the weakest Archon among the Seven. Aw, you flatter me.
Oh, such a humble god. Is it a blessing or a curse? But we digress. Let's get back to the topic at hand. The common enemy of all mankind. We have tracked the Abyss Mage to the vicinity of the winery.
I cannot stress enough how important it is to not let it escape.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Boom, boom! Incinerate!
Huh? What's this? After the Abyss Mage was defeated, a certain energy dispersed from its body. It seems that energy was being used to cut off the connection between me and Dvalin. Huh. Do you know of Storm Terror's lair? Of course. I believe the people of Mondstadt all know of it. After Dvalin woke up, he took the ancient ruins as his lair. As it was with the storms that previously cut Mondstadt off from the outside world, the entrance to the ruins is also... But now, as the energy dispersed from the Abyss Mage, I was able to read the rhythmic flow of how the barrier's magic was woven. I must admit, it sounds even more horrendous than a chorus of hilly churls, but it should be enough to let us break through the storm barrier and reach Storm Terror's lair.
Which means we're going to confront Dvalin? I'm fine with that. Jean is the one who wishes to avoid any direct confrontation.
No. When there are no other options left, it is my responsibility to alter our course of action. If slaying him is our only choice, I will gladly become the knight that leads the charge.
Fortunately, we have yet to need to go that far.
By that, you mean...
I mean that the Holy Liar is not our trump card. Our real trump card? The Traveler, of course.
The Traveler?
Well, you could say that. You're definitely a force to be reckoned with. But you have a much more precious forte. The impurities in the tears and the curse that binds Dvalin belong to the same maleficent power. Which means...
You tone-deaf bard! Don't you see how crazy this is? You've seen what Dvalin is like when he's ticked off, she'll be swallowed whole before she even gets to lift a finger.
Hey. Nice plan. Worth a shot.
I am with you, Honorary Knight.
Oh, so we just need to fight monsters from the abyss and a dragon. No pressure or anything.
Humans aren't without their strengths. Let's go.
And so, epic actions of brave heroes finally leads to this 11th hour.
Catch the...
It's a storm barrier. It looks so dangerous.
Leave it to me. Although this wooden lyre is all I have. I don't need the lyre to break through this kind of storm wait, what is that?
Enemy attack! Prepare yourselves!
The stage will need to be cleared before I can begin my performance. Generally speaking, such chores are not the concerns of the performer himself.
Wait, what's going on? There shouldn't be any hilly trail camps in the vicinity of Storm Terror's lair.
Freeze! Don't get frostbite.
Motion to compel.
The hilly trolls usually do not venture into areas with high elemental concentrations. It puts a heavy burden on their bodies.
The Abyss Order must be manipulating them behind the scenes, yet they shouldn't have been able to determine that we would come. They're presumably spreading their forces to halt our plans.
Without further ado, I suppose I can play faster if my only audience is the wind.
It actually opened. You're not entirely useless, Tone Deaf Bard.
This is it. We are now entering Storm Terror's lair. Watch yourselves. Let's move.
How fortunate.
Looks like this is the front gate to Storm Terror's lair. The gate is enormous compared to us. But still, Paimon wonders how Dvalin gets in there with a body that huge.
He doesn't walk in, he flies in.
Oh. You do have a point. It's stuck.
It's stuck.
Hey, check out that roof. Is there a giant...
I suppose we could make use of that wind current.
Let's make a detour then.
Let's make a detour then. Heading up.
Do you think there will be abyss mages hiding in the ruins? Either way, if we do run into one, we
Do not underestimate them just because I have beaten one of them before. I'm not boasting. I'm simply saying there is more to the Abyss Order than a few mages.
Correct. That's why I tagged along after all. Well, that and also for your safety. Why am I so diligent? Too diligent for a poet, in fact.
So says the person that made zero effort to search for the dragon tears and drink in the tavern all day. Paimon doesn't get it. What part of you is remotely diligent?
Off we go!
Look, a wind current. It might lead us to the top of the tower.
Oh, we can't advance.
Is this the work of
No. These ruins were once. These ruins even predate the existence of Mondstadt. It was ruled. Anyway,
The markings on this seal. If my archaeological knowledge is not mistaken, this appears to be a light act. If we retrieve and reintegrate all the parts, we should be able to get it working.
We should be close to completing the ceremony. Let's put the last part back and see.
What's the hurry? How fortunate.
looks like we're right. There are 3 more halos circling the tower.
Which means there are 3 more corresponding light actuators to activate. I can see one from here. The rest must be scattered within the ruins around here. Let's go find them.
Why did Dvalin pick a place filled with puzzles and seals as his lair? Doesn't he get annoyed coming back home?
He doesn't walk in. He flies in.
You do have a point.
What's the hurry? Don't push your luck.
Off we go! Let's light it up!
Wow, this light actuating ceremony does work magic! It looks like one of the 3 halos above has now become solid ground! Let's start looking for the next puzzle!
What's the hurry?
It seems 2 of the halos have become solid ground. One more and the seals at the top of the tower will be...
What's the hurry? Freeze!
Incinerate! Objection! Inadmissible evidence!
Dodge this! I'm not done.
I must leave no stone unturned, as a dutiful maid would.
Motion to compel!
should venture onward from here.
I'm thinking about turning these adventures into songs after. Hopefully, this song will be sung for years to come by the people.
I have loved that song since I was. How are you feeling today, I am completely prepared and fully confident that we can do this.
Even Master Diluc could come despite all the buys.
You shared.
As for Master Jean, what about the
It's freedom.
freedom?
When you first arrived at Mondstadt, did no one She really is Mondstadt and its citizens. I hope the no one should have deceived, and no one he has the right.
Venti?
Well then, traveler. Just like the last time, I shall.
Oh, no, what?
Look! There are two shiny spots on Dvalin's back! They appear to be poisonous blood clots that have coagulated on his wounds. The Abyss Order must have cursed the wounds. That's what's corrupting Dvalin's mind. To save Dvalin, we're going to have to get rid of those blood clots. Aim for those blood clots! Getting away, but I'm familiar with his tactics. Just hold on a bit longer. And condense the pure animo from the shots being fired. Shattering them will create acceleration currents. I can't control where they will appear, so keep your eyes peeled. fight Dvalin on equal grounds. The grandest bard is here to help. But first, let me be clear. Even after hundreds of years without use, Dvalin's teeth and claws are still very dangerous. Tainted blood clot on his neck.
But my defense was watertight.
Dvalin's ace in the hole. Celestinum Finale Termini.
This dragon has strange taste when it comes to naming things.
I named it for him just now.
Seriously?
Well, anyway, let's the wind currents and stay away from the breaking platforms. The energy flooding out from the fissures will be hot. Be sure to watch your step.
Incinerate!
That was our chance. Aim for the tainted blood clot on his neck.
Boom boom!
Let's play.
Motion to compel.
That was our chance. Aim for the tainted blood clot on his neck. It's been a while since we flew like this together. Huh, Dvalin?
Just now. Why? Why did you not ask me to protect you like the last time?
Me not wanting you to listen to the Abyss Order doesn't mean that you have to listen to me. Freedom, if demanded of you by an Archon, is really no freedom at all.
Is this the power of the Animo Archon? But I am no longer part of the Four Winds.
Even if that's so, you still protected us regardless. Now spread your wings of freedom and go with my blessing.
And so, the Storm Terror threat was quelled. I clarified the misunderstanding to the citizens of Mondstadt, and let them know that they are safe. To them, it seems Storm Terror attacked Mondstadt out of nowhere, and then vanished just as quickly. They must be finding the whole ordeal very confusing.
However, winds change their course. Someday, they will blow towards a brighter future.
You guys are back! The honorary—
Yep, we're back.
You just returned yesterday, right? Jean got back first. I wonder if I'll ever get an opportunity like that. That doesn't come into it. You guys deserve all the credit for when I brought you into the city.
You're welcome.
But of course not. Just because I'm not out on the front line doesn't mean I don't have work.
Aftermath. Here?
While Master Jean was away, fortunately, we were—
Oh, yeah! Paimon remembers when we—
Exactly. And if we hadn't started making preparations back then, I know, it's straight. Our best guess is
They've taken over the hilly—
That's right. And since I'm the outrider, it's up to— I'm sorry. You should be— There's no time like the present.
You bet!
Awesome, let's go. Wait for me, a good hunter.
Here we crisis. Adventurers, roll up, youngsters. What? This storm?
Many I...
So every club for that, as long as...
Greetings. May I take your order?
Why so cold? I've always thought that we enjoy quite the intimate friendship. Ah, so you do feel something for me. And people say my charm is fake. To bask in the presence of Mondstadt's new big hero is quite the morale boost. And that's coming from a knight.
Sweet-talking, sugar-coated Captain Kaya.
Nonsense. I speak from the heart. Just looking for a quiet spot to collect my thoughts.
While all the other knights are working hard to clean up after the battle?
Thinking can be an arduous task, you know. Believe me, I'd much rather be taking out the trash.
So what you thinking about then?
The Abyss Order. A dragon wreaks havoc in Mondstadt, and the acting Grand Master leaves the city to combat the threat. Strategically, that's the perfect moment for the Abyss Order to make their move. If you were the Abyss Order, would you squander this golden opportunity to get to the bottom of it? Then came the day that same day.
Inside this—
Well, all except for me, of course. Through various— The situation is—
The Abyss Order?
Yes.
What exactly?
There's more. Now, I think...
One minute I see Kaya, the next... Are you sure? But let's... Hi, Sarah. So, now the Storm Terror threat is behind us. What are your plans for the next step?
Paimon thinks it's time to leave Mondstadt and keep looking through the 7 nations until we find clues about his sister.
Huh, really? Oh, well, I guess this is goodbye. Hey, don't feel down. You'll always be a friend of the Knights of... That's the spirit. Remember. All right, now let's eat before it gets cold.
That was...
Of course. Well, I don't trust myself in the kitchen. You can always trust me. Oh, I almost forgot to mention. Jean's waiting for you at the cathedral. It's something to do with the holy...
This is Barbara, the deaconess of the church.
May the Animo Arc... I'm not really in a position, but I still want to thank you all on behalf of all of Fortunately, everything was resolved.
Now the Fatui have no choice. They must be annoyed that things didn't turn out as planned for them. This time, they even lost their best excuse to pressure the Knights of Favonius. Diplomatically speaking, they gained nothing, and on...
Sounds like quite the story. So, we cannot ask you to keep defending the liar forever. The Seneschal has been pressing me for a while now.
We, did bring it with us. It's just... It's a little...
Oh, don't worry. I'm not here to collect... The Holy Liar! Lord Barbados! Even if I atone for these sins for the rest of my life, it would still not be enough!
Oh, give it here.
How could this Holy Liar, but how?
Huh? Let Paimon see!
No. I don't know how you managed to fix it, but you'll never touch the liar again!
We, really should get going. That trick I used to repair the Holy Liar. I mean, the magic I used isn't going to hold forever, you know.
What? You tone deaf, Barb! Hey, don't go!
At last, Mondstadt's rodent ruler in the flesh. Scurrying through the streets looking for leftovers? Mondstadt calls this a god?
Resident rodent beats invasive vermin.
Don't you dare speak back to me, insolent bard. Absentee Archon of Mondstadt. How impotent you've become.
That smirky wear looks out of place. Did you steal it from your master's face?
Shut should have held your tongue. So, this is a gnosis. Wouldn't be caught dead wearing this ugly thing in public.
Beauty is a waste when the beholder has no taste.
Fenty!
Well, we have what we came here for. Come, before our dear Favonian friends arrive. Leave nothing for them to find.
Honorary Knight, you're awake. I wouldn't say he's all right, exactly. I found you lying unconscious outside the cathedral and used my elemental powers to heal you. That bard awakened first, but strangely, my healing powers had almost no effect on him. This is the first time I've encountered such a patient. But he just said...
He left? Already?
The symbol of... I wanted to stop him, but Jean... I mean... Master...
Paimon remembered. It's probably...
The wind amongst the branches is good. I love the way it smells. I said the exact same thing last time. Why do I only say these things when I'm down so you noticed. This isn't something I'm meant to discuss. As you know, visions are, in truth...
Allergenes?
That's... Instead, each Archon has an internal... It's just a glowing glass ball I carry around to avoid suspicion.
So who was that nasty woman who sent Paimon
Her name is Signora. She and the rest of the Harbingers have...
The Tsaritsa of Snezhna?
Indeed. She is one of the seven. The seven don't always get along well, but still. 500 years ago, I knew her well. You see, a certain... But we can save discussion of the cryo... If you seek the rest of the seven, you should head for Mondstadt's neighboring nation of Liyue. The Geo-Archon... He only descends once every year to give...
Even so, it sounds like he were...
In any case...
What? Oh, why didn't you tell us before?
One moment, Windborn Outlander. Traveler, the birds of Tevat, the song, the destination is not everything. So before you reach the end... Great. So, that's that for the Animo Archon's admonishments. Back... If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always in a single climb. Well then, best be off to Liyue.
Come on, let's get moving. We're not frozen in place after all.
I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
La da 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 da.